Morning folks, and welcome to Black Country Blitz here on this Tuesday morning. Right, today folks, I've got a few new things for you. So without further ado, let's have a look what we got. Well, all day yesterday me and my good friend was messing about with some new maps. So hold on, let's come out of this map and let's go to the big map because it tells me their country's better. So world map. Now we've got Tunisia, which is around this area. We've got all of this bit here. I'm supposed to have South Africa somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. We've got the likes of Jerusalem, Saudi Arabia and all that. Other little countries here. Some of these names I ain't even going to try and attempt to say them. Plus we got Pro Mods 2.41 as well. I got the map or the updated version of Paris. We've also got to do with Pro Mods, we've got Ireland as well. Now I'm going to take probably one of the biggest jobs I ever took, and I am going to stream it. Also we've got NaturaLux, is it? That's in now, so it's getting is it so much higher res images in the game. I've really added quite a few bits of stuff to my Euro trucks. Excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. So I thought this morning I'll come on and I'll make a good stream, yeah. I was going to pre-record it, but I thought, no, why not go live? Anyway, I've gone back to one of my old scanner trucks. So without further ado, let's get it on and let's get travelling, and you can see just some of these new mods in action. Where is we going? Right, we need to go and pick the job up first. So another thing quickly before I go, let's get a reverse on. All the, I think this is due with Pro Mods, not 100% sure, so I'm sure my good friend Mark will correct me later on. But you see how like all the signs are flat now. You got the road signs when the roads are closed, that's changed. Signs for jobs, that's changed. Petrol stations, picking your trailer up, as you'll see, and parking. It took me ages, like, okay, where's the icons? Again, it's getting better. I've also got a new weather mod, which is in operation now, which gives you spray off the back of the vehicles, which looks quite good actually. Again, it's more of a review, so I've only used it a little bit yesterday and through last night doing a few jobs just to get the feel of it. Is it as good as the one I used before? There's certain things what I like in this one, which are in it. The other one, it seems louder, thunder and lightning, but this, the rain builds up slowly. You'll see anyway. So without further ado, let's get this job on and let's do a bit of Euroing this morning. Right, I hope this job's here because this is going from Turin to Belfast. And as you can see there, it is a 67-hour drive or trip in game to where we're going. So why not? You know, let's make a good screen, and you can see where we're travelling. Here's Turin. I'm going all through the new map and crossing over water to this one. Okay, not very big, Koizumi, and it's a big trip across the ocean, all the way through France, from the bottom to the top. Calais, England, all the way through London, or on again the new outskirts of London done by Pro Mods, up Birmingham, yeah, Manchester, I can't even see where that's sending me. Isle of Man, which again we hadn't got, and then over the water to Ireland. So this should be a good stream actually, to be fair. Quite be a long one, but stick with me and let's get it on. Now I realise we can change how trailers look. Again, something I got told, so I'm going to confirm that. Okay, they changed the look of the trailer, but hey, anyway, now I've got one of my old favourite sound packs in here that gives this Scania a different sound. Now I've got to find out where my trailer is. Now we would have that big white thing to say here's your trailer. We've got a little green arrow now, yeah. So you know, it's just some other little things. There's nothing indicating it like we used to have before. So I'll try anything, mate. I like to try out different things, and again, with the modifications, if we don't like it, we just uninstall it and start again. So it's like, you can't miss that, can you? Okay, you couldn't really miss the other one because it was white, but that's like on here, this trailer. So as anybody's watched the stream, I'll match my reverse to my Logitech button. Anyway, let's get it on. Right, we got the big T. That should have connected it, yeah. Back in the cab. Got my lovely friend for company, as per usual. Now, any trouble when it rains? You're 100% sure that you can't get to see out your mirrors? I better make sure I've got the trailer on the back. Yep, it's attached. I'm going to give this a wide berth. Hopefully I've got my sat lady on. But of course I don't really need her for this at the moment. Right. I bet you too it, love. Now I think we drive on the other side of the road. Now this does growl a bit, this engine. It's one of the Scania packs. Sound files for Scania. It's V8. And I do like the roar of this engine. Anyway, let's get on. Now I ain't got a clue where I'm going, because all I've done is bought the garage from this area and then just loaded up the stream. So you're seeing it for the first time as I am. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I have found, it's up in Russia to do with Pro Mods, I have found the road from hell. And when I say the road from hell, I mean the road from hell. Depending on how long this stream is, that's how the roads look now when they're closed. Just red little dots, probably see a bit better as we go along. But my good friend Mark, he says, look, he says, you want to have a challenge? I says, go on then, as you do. And he says, right, I want you to buy a garage here, and I want you to go to this certain place and see if you can drive. I've never in this game drove down mountains, bendy roads. Like I said, I'm sitting on a cushion that vibrates. For some reason it ain't vibrating, so let me just pull over. Oh, it is vibrating. I do apologise. I couldn't feel it. My little RSA shaking kick. I couldn't feel that shaking there. So bumps, the road goes up and down. Again, that's to do with Pro Mods. I tell you, absolutely fantastic with Pro Mods. You're going up dips and that, it ain't just flat straight roads. The road dips like that, so it sort of feels like your truck's, leaning to one side. By the time I got to my destination, I think it was a 47-hour drive in game. The truck was the delivery was gone. I'd ruined it. and that was just trying. So, you know, depending on how long this stream is, again, I know it's going to be a long one. I'll try my hardest just to shout you out, or I'll stop the stream, start another one, and I'll do a job from it. It's crazy though. It's the most craziest thing. Anyway, we might have a little bit of rain on this as well, because I really want to try this rain. This rain mod. It's part of the NaturaLux, or Lux. I can't pronounce that. Spelled with a X at the end. Lux or Lex. I'm sure one or two of you have already read it. It's come out on a beta, but it's working fine. Not a problem with it. So it's made everything look fantastically sharper, clearer. So anything that improves this game even more is a bonus. So with this rain mod, where the other one we was getting dense fog, and I love that because you had to drive really, really careful. You couldn't see nothing in front of you as you would in the real world. This does have fog, but not as dense. The rain ain't as loud as the other one. The effects on the windows is just as effective. I cannot see a thing. So that I changed.
Exit now.
But the thunder is impressive. Is if anybody watched my stream from the other night, I couldn't tell whether it was real thunder outside or it was thunder in the game. I had to take my headphones off and just listen. Hold on. Is it thunder out there or is it in the game? And actually it was in the game. That was really realistic for me. But it dealt thunder and lightning and fog and rain all at the same time. What I must say is though, where the rain, I've gone off track already. The rain actually comes down in like stages. Might start off slow, drive a bit, and then it really torrential rain. Where that one is just one continuous rain until it stops. This has variation, which is, to me, again, realistic. You know, little tiny little dribbles, and that could go on. Now it looks like it's picking up now because you can see like the rain coming for Quint. Now, when we do actually get any cars in front of it, we get surface spray from the cars, and in the daylight, it looks like little black things all floating about in front of you. That's the spray coming off the cars and the wagons. Now, you get it off your own. I won't go out of the camera because one, I'm on a road I call. Can we see it with him? No, it's too dark here. Or is it? But when it's wet enough, again, you can just about see it. He's disappeared. We will get to see it. But when that happens, it's again, it's another added thing what you would see in the real world. So again, it ain't got the thunder sound. I can live with that. So in my opinion, them both two good weather mods. Now I was speaking to somebody on my Twitter account, and this guy was saying, look, you know, there is some good weather mods out there. But I must admit with you, the one for the fog, that fog's impressive. So, and that's what I liked about it as well, and of course the sound of the thunder. But this has, like I say, this has the various variations of the rain. So that's a strong point for this one, and the surface spray. So now, when you want a car or a lorry, there's not one about. I really like me to see one. But again, let's hopefully it'll go dry, and we can not dry. Daylight kicks in. I can't find my clock on this old truck of mine where I've got. Can I see the dials? As they would say in Little Britain, computer says no. I have no idea where that is. Don't want to hit nothing. Whoa. I'm going to try and get this job to as close to perfect, it being a long distance. Can we see the spray off him? Nope. Slow down too much. And you also get it if you turn your own window wipers off, you get the spray coming back and it's in your window. Yeah? So not only am you getting the rain, I'm also getting the spray off the vehicle in front, which again, good stuff, man. Anyway, let's just change more. That's my sat nav. It's alright, different buttons for this one and Euro. That's for diesel. As you know me, get paranoid when I got enough diesel in the wagon. This sound pack for this Scania reminds me of how when we was kids and you'd put a lollipop stick in your back wheel on your push bike, and the faster you pedalled, the more noise you made. But sometimes it irritates. I have actually turned it down a little bit so it ain't so overpowering, but I do like the sound of it. And I thought, you know, I'll have a change of trucks from one Scania to another one. I couldn't even remember I'd done this Scania one, but I went into a garage in Germany and there it was, with no driver because we've got no computer drivers to hire again. So I thought, right, not. Rather than go and repair the Scania that I'd wrecked on the road from hell, I thought I'll change it. And as soon as I hit the old accelerator and I got that, I thought, yep, that's the one for me today. So here we are. Right, the only trouble though in this dashboard, the sat nav is quite small, so I tend not to see it, and I'm relying hopefully on the lady with that lovely sat nav voice to tell me where we're going. Now I've already took the wrong turn. Again, is there much to see out of here? I've just discovered a Volvo dealer. Again, I've never been to Turin, so I don't know what's landmarks or fictional, but I'm sure there's got to be some landmarks in it. Anyway, I'll tell you the best thing, as we all know, driving at night, we don't get to see a lot on the road. Now when I've got, like I say, with this sound packing, it reminds me of American trucks. Their rigs raw compared to, it reminds me of that Kenwood I've got in American trucks. Anyway, there really don't seem to be a lot of traffic on this road for some reason. Again, it is night time driving. I expected to see a few more vehicles. Again, I don't know what it's like outside because being dark, I'm expecting it's going to be like a deserty effect. It looks like desert. I just have to wait until the morning. Oh, now see, with the other mod we would have got the lightning virtually instantly as soon as it starts raining. Not in this. Right, we've got a car up front and we're going to get to see that spray I'm talking about. Now it's really advisable to give somebody high beam, but I'm only doing it so you can see the spray. Again, I don't think the roads are wet enough for we to catch the spray. No, because it's sort of only like drizzling now. When it's really beating it down, you get to see it. Now, why is you slowing down for? Thanks, mate. They just love it when they do that. There was no reason for him to stop them. Just totally shut me down. It's probably because I've got my eye beam on and I'm blinding. Turn off them bigger lights. Turn on some lights. That's it. Morning must be coming in. Rain's fairly just like a drizzle, so I don't think we're going to get to see that spray. But if I can find a straight bit, which is probably not going to be for a bit, this no freeways.
Get ready to turn right.
I'll just take my foot off the things and say turn right. But just to the black, can you see? You might have just catched it there. There was actually spray on the back of that car. We need to get behind one and... Oh, I have loved these gears, mate. I must get me one of them proper, like, scannier heads for the joystick. So I can actually do it from the the gear stick. I love I map the 2 buttons on me steering wheel, and sometimes I forget which one to press, so I'll go back down to like first again. Now he's got the spray. It's getting too fast. He's got. Need to be. If this road goes a bit straight, I'll pop out of camera view. Straight now. You can just see that black round them. That is the spray from the vehicles, and it's sort of like as they drive past, it lingers, and then of course it disappears. Like, can I see it on mine? Here you go. See the spray? Yeah. Now you don't get that with the other mod. So whoever's behind you, excuse my driving, I'm trying to go around the corner. Stay with the joystick and move my mouse, but that's what we're getting from this weather mod. Again, something new, something different. Right, let's jump back in the cab so I don't hit the oncoming traffic. So that's what we get from vehicles in front. He's crashed. Stand in the middle road, don't do that, mate. Not when I'm coming down the road. So you can see what I mean. Where the other ones got really heavy rain, good thunder sounds, and that fog, this has got realistic spray and more with the rain, more real. Yeah, it don't just pour down constantly like it all the while till it stops. This does it gradually. It might not even go when it's like really raining fast. So, but I tested it enough for it to even try and do that yet. So with this big long job, there's no better way to try it. But again, I say if you spray off that then was quite good. Now I mean, if I turn the lights off because it's virtually morning, we might be. I'm take my foot off the accelerator. Just make it out. You probably notice it later when you play the stream back, when the quality goes to 2K res on YouTube. As I know for streaming in 1080, the stream ain't that good at 1080. It's even better at 1440. At 60 frames a second, as they say in the book. Right, come on. So yeah, he's got the car in front then. He went... I mean, you've got all that like wet effects as well on the road. So that's to do with that NaturaLux. That's what's causing it to do that. It's their own weather mod. But you would get that in the real world, a surface spray. So it's good for me. Let's turn on my dashboard lights. Let's see what I'm doing then. Now, do I need petrol? No. I'll risk it for a biscuit and drive to the next one. 3/4 of a tank anyway. But again, I ain't gonna bring up how far it is. I'm just gonna drive. I will keep my eye on it though. But I said, when you're doing these modded maps, the garages don't come frequently enough. So you're praying for a garage, basically. Anyway, now them cars are kicking up a bit of spray, especially that. I can't even see if it's a truck. But you got it from that wagon that was overtaking us just. You got it from the 2 vehicles, and then I'm getting it from that car as well. Something new. I've been watching somebody today who's got the whole of the map mapped for Euro trucks, and it's absolutely like, wow. I'd never go to bed. I don't sleep enough as it is now. So, you know, I'd be Euro trucking 24, 48 hours a day if I'd got the whole world. Don't ask me his name, because the guy's a foreigner. Nice bloke. He tries the mods out. If they don't work or they crash, he starts again and loads them up in order. I'm sure some of you might have already seen him on YouTube. And then he shows you where you get them from. And, you know, it's really good. That's the guy that's... I actually... I've gone on his channel a couple of times, subscribed to it. But it's my good friend Mark who's been doing all the testing out. So, big shout out to Mark. Thanks for what you've done today, dude. Or should I say yesterday? I'll give us a shout and saying, you know, try this, put this in. Again, NaturaLux is quite big in size. I think it was about 7 gig, but when you've got I think it's 4K to 4K resolution and higher for textures and stuff, if you want it to look the best it can look. I mean, when it does go daylight and the sun, where box standard game just looks dull, even in daylight, it's more realistic skies. So and of course textures, the grass and stuff and everything, the trees, again with adding pro mods and a few other mods as well. I'm using probably high textures anyway, and it's just made this game even better. Yeah. And the best thing about it, it's free. So, you know, you come on, you have to pay for it. Okay, with pro mods, if you want to download their stuff quicker, just donate and they then give you a quicker link, rather than you sitting there doing it in stages. So what? Cost me 99p to get pro mods, and it's yours for you know, till SCS software do an update, and then of course the guys from Pro Mods update their stuff after as well. Again, you ain't got to update CS Euro trucks if you don't want to. You can always go back to the one. I mean, I used to like to play online because I was getting bored of just box standard game. Now, no. I'd rather play this. The only thing I do miss is me and my friend doing a stream together, which again we will do one. We've done a couple. There's one on here, and we also did a couple on my YouTube Facebook channel, should I say. So when he's got more time, Might do one later today. We'll do one in Truckers MP. I do miss going on, but when your game looks as good as this, when it ain't raining, I don't want to be going on multiplayer. Now this is, ooh, hey, right, here's where my shaker cushion comes in. Now I told you about that road from hell. Well, this is nothing, but that took me by surprise then. I don't expect
Turn left.
to be jumping, bumping down that road. That was a nice bit of thunder. Or should I say lightning.
Turn left.
I don't expect that to bounce me all over the road. But this is Euro trucks and anything. There we go with the gears again. Wrong one. Back, that's it. I want 5th. 6. Get a bit of speed up. I was there carrying away and now enjoying myself and bump, bump, bump. Now I've got another mod. Is it 14 ton? Where it does the physics, where you bounce up and down. I mean, that would have been good, because the more I bounce, the more my backside vibrates, as I've already said in previous streams. So, as quiet as always. This must be some real barren land. It looks like a deserty road in the rain. So, yep. Now you might hear my cushion rumble, so don't think I'm sitting there passing wind every 30 seconds. Believe me, it's a cushion. I intend to do a review of this cushion before Friday. I've been putting it off, and I've also still got the box. I've had it now, I don't know, three months, but I thought I'd get me wear out of it before I do a review. There's already 2 reviews. There are now 2 on YouTube, and how I got to find out about it. So I thought I'd do one myself. As there are that many vibrating cushions out on the market. There's only this one I know too, and one that goes on a complete chair which has like 8 transducers in. But I've read a lot of bad things about it due to software issues, and so I'm glad I've got what I've got, because there's nothing worse than purchasing something and it not doing the job. If you're going to bring something out, you may as well get it right before you put it out in the market for us people to start spending our hard-earned money and then be disheartened. This now, I couldn't, well, I have to on certain games, which is normally shooting games, it does support them, and Wreckfest, but every other game, racing game or driving game, this cushion supports, and it just brings a whole new meaning, as I'll show you when we do the road from hell. Go on then. I'll see it. Be nice to lorry drivers. Just out with the trailer as I come round, mate. As if you can understand me. Or take it in. I got that frustrated yesterday. I popped my on at somebody, and I'm like, it's a game. I got that engrossed in it. I don't do no road rage though, and I definitely don't say the F word. I was ever so good. Not like I probably would in real world. Anyway, We're heading towards the coast eventually, so on the bigger map before we started and took the job on, this day looked very big. Looks and deceiving. And I know I definitely crossed water yet, as we've got to do quite a distance across, I don't know what ocean it is. Oh, here we go again. That's, now if this is part to do with Pro Mods, or this other one I put in earlier on, just before I come on the stream. That is brilliant. I love uneven roads. That's why I don't really have much content on American trucks, because to me it's just too flat, and that's all you're doing, just driving down freeways and just flat barren land. Again, I know America's just flat, but there's more variation in Euro trucks. But I think I've been told that Pro Mods are working on a mod for American trucks. So if that's the case, if they do one as good as they've done for this, then I cannot wait. And it would be absolutely awesome. I mean, the road from hell, that's what I'm going to call it, because it is. It's funny, but it's a road from hell. Nowhere in this game, box standard, do you go down dips like that and then you come up on yourself. Nowhere. Yeah? Promo's done it, so, you know, it's absolutely awesome. But again, so much of the new areas to cover. There might be other places like it on this map. I haven't touched the surface yet. So, as I said, I think, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago, everything I do now, I stream, except for like a little bit yesterday. It was just setting up the mods in the mods folder in order, testing them that they don't crash. There's nothing worse than going live on YouTube or Facebook and your stream crashing or your game crashing. So I thought I'll get it right for the channel first, so I know nothing I could have done with that petrol station. Oh well, never mind. How is he going? As I said, I have no idea where we're going, because I've never been down these roads. Is he stopping at border control? It looks like it. Again, got a little ramp. I've got that air brake come thing on. Now is that going to be one of my little... I don't know where he stopped it. Weird, some of these computer generated drivers in this game. I don't know where they passed the driving tests. Ah, petrol station, I don't mind waiting behind you. We actually got one. No, he's just drove in there and drove straight out. No way is he filled up with diesel. No way on this world. And see, like the petrol pumps yet, they just float them just like just flat instead of being round and stuff. So totally different. Anyway, let's fill this beauty up. Again, definitely don't want to be running out of diesel. Right. I'm talking of filling stuff up while I'm here. Gosh, you know, I love to have a little vape in between driving. There's no law in the highway code saying hardcore vape. Mobile phone maybe. But nothing about vaping yet. Anyway, let's see the rain. Can I look out this window in this one? Yeah, just about. That's another feature with the Toby eye tracking bar. If I do turn my head, but of course I've got my microphone here, the monitor's here. And I got no batteries. That was good. Give us a sec, folks. You've got to be prepared. Let's put them back on charge. Anyway, I'm having my 15-minute break, as they say. Get the old tachograph here thingy. So the old build-out. Anyway, that's all good to go. Could be a vape with good set of batteries. Anyway, let's get off now. I've got that parking thing, so till more pressure in my brakes or something builds up, I get that bleeping sound. It drives my friend crazy. Now, again, I could see, oops, don't want to be taking the road signs out. Nice steady drive up here now. Again, it's fairly flat, but it's as bumpy as hell. I ain't going to drive like a lunatic. I'm going to drive nice and sensible. Because this is the worst thing I want to do is wreck the trailer. No point in doing the stream. Can we hear the thunder? I have been able to hear it again, probably while we hear it over the sound of this engine. Right, we're back on proper tarmac by the looks of it, that's better. Put that foot down just a little bit. Slow down going through. Oh, 60 mile an hour, and we're somewhere nice because we've got palm trees. I ain't even going to try and attempt to pronounce that. No way. Right, where are we going now?
Go straight on.
Now we can't do that, love. It's called red lights. I love this satellite naming. Straight on. And get me fined. To that gear. We've discovered a daft place. Yep. So we might be getting close to the shipping port. It's got to be here somewhere. I hope anyway, that's where we're heading. Like I said, to say this look really tiny on the map, this is quite some distance. I think it's always good when you're opening up new parts on these maps. Oh, talk too soon, another petrol station. That's a rarity.
Get ready to turn left.
Right, I love. Ah, dear. Come down the gears. Don't know him turning left, do you?
Turn left.
Says that with some authority. Turn left. Woman, you know. Have patience, woman. And I was thinking about how quick or how less of the quickness this goes off your mirrors or your windows, yeah? It does tend to stay, so does the other weather mod, on your side windows longer than it should do. Again, you think with
Get ready to turn right.
the wind as you drive, well, don't say it's windy, but you know, yeah, as fast as you're driving, it should blow it off your
Turn
windows.
right.
So, now here's that what I was on about before. The others used to be green. It looks like there's a few cars there. It's now red. Is that a vehicle coming? I do believe it's a lorry. Yep. So we don't want to be pulling out on him. Is there another one? I'm going to risk it now. Nice and steady. See it, we're off again. When I get it in gear. And again, another good thing that Promod's put in. Uphill climbs. So you get your gears like struggling to get up hills depending on however trailers you got on the back. Always nice. Now there's it one dip, see, up and down, I'm going up.
Get ready.
It's like having
to turn
humps in the road, but not like bumpity bump, but up and down. Like, it's totally different. Right, we're going right again. I got a traffic coming that way because there's no traffic. So dead end. Oh, I got in the right gear. Right, which one is it? I think 5th. Let's see, I had to remember that, as I said. On the Logitech steering wheel, I have to press the one twice to go from like first gear to 4th, and press it again to go to 5th to 10th, and then the other side just for the 2 gears, which is 11 and 12, because it's a 12-speed scanner. But when you're trying to do other things, you think, okay, now which one have I got to press to go back? Where you would just flip the button on the gear stick. I think I've seen Squirrel tell you where you can buy them from, so must go and watch one of his streams where he's on about his gear stick. Again, another good person who does Euro trucks, amongst other games.
Get ready.
I'm sure majority have already seen his streams. If you watched his streams, go and check out his channel on there, or his Twitch channel. Just type it in the old Google.
Keep right.
You'll find him.
And then exit right.
What's this saying?
Exit right.
So I'm back up again. So it looks like I'm going up and over and round. Now this, as I said, this might be raining for quite a bit, because I might have my weather settings up a little too high. So, but that's for me to try this mod out. Which way are we doing? Keep left. Whoa, 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 whoa. Steady.
Keep left.
I am keeping left, love. Just want to see how good it is compared to the other one. It's holding its own at the moment. Now with the rain, I'd say it's medium rain. It's actually tipping down because the window opens I'm only on a 2 rather than the full pelt. And that's, it's hard to tell. Where's the full speed? That's full speed. So that's on a 1, that's on a 2, so it's on a 2 setting at the moment. I've only had to use really fast ones once on that other weather mod I was using the other day, and then the fog come down. So not only had I was battling torrential rain, I've got poor visibility as well. I've posted a couple of pictures on my Twitter of it.
Keep right. And then exit right.
I wished I could turn the sat-nav lady up
Exit right.
and the rest of it down. but the sat-nav lady is the maximum volume and it's still as loud as I'd like it to be. Again, I'm risking it coming out of these junctions. I can't really judge whether anything's coming. So, majority of the time they slow down for you anyway when they get a bit too close if you do come out slow, unless they're really coming at you fast, which some do in the game.
Get ready to turn left.
I love it when we come to roundabouts and you're going around the roundabout and some are real classier
Turn left.
from the side, and I can see them going, you can do all your indicators properly and they're still going to it. I'm like, you're for real. Well, it's a game, but get into the game so much. There's a spray off the buzz. See, he just pulls out. He don't care. I've got to slow down even more. It's bloody raining, mate. Use your head. Before I know it, he'll be gone off my screen into the distance. There he goes. See ya. And I'm hoping that when we cross the water, because it's quite some distance on whatever it is, a ferry or a boat, the rain mod might have stopped, because they normally do, and we get a bit of sunshine.
Go straight on.
But we'll have to wait until... Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Right, let's take it easy down this road. Ooh, he hadn't got no warning triangle in the middle of that road, did he? It's nice to see in this part though, some petrol stations. That's 3 I've seen since I've filled up, so that's a plus to this part. Tunisia. Even though I'm actually out of Tunisia, I don't know where we are in the world, but we're in that kind of area. There's the road going. Ooh. It's hard to see these roads when it's raining, isn't it? And the road markings. When it rains in Euro, it rains all day and all night. It's like being back in England. Constantly. Anyway, let's put that paper down. Let's concentrate on the driving. He's going fast because he's left quite a bit of a spray. So is the buzz. It's sort of, as it says, they drive past, it lingers for about 3 or 4 seconds and then poof, disappears. But when you're out of the cab view, that's where you get the effect better than being stuck in, of course, because it's bendy, windy, unfamiliar roads. I don't really want to drive out the cab and crash and wreck the trailer. Now that looks like it's starting to clear up a bit now. Please clear up, because I want you to see just how good this NaturaLux is and how it's made all the... Take my window wipers off, see how much rain's coming. I mean, it really has polished up the graphics. Again, 7 gig. It's like when 10, 20 years ago on PCs with small hard drives. My C drive, a very big hard drive space. It is a M.2 drive, so of course they don't come in very big. I think it's a 400 and well, say 500 gig, but you never get your full 500. So I moved a few files off what I don't use to get the mod on. I really wished, my document folder with all your games in and all the data and mods. Again, I'm not sure if we could do it, but send them to other drives. Like with your Steam games, you'd have to have your Steam games stuck on your C drive, eating up your hard drive. I wished all the other files like that could be moved and mapped to other drives. So when you're sitting here with a 10 terabyte external, one of them book hard drives, all my games are on that. It's an SD, it's a USB 3, it's fast enough, I don't get no lag with any of the games that I'm on it, and I really don't worry about space. Everything goes on it, all my photography work, all my videos, some of the videos that I make for this I'll keep just in case I make any promotion stuff for the games that I play. I intend to make one of them soon. I intend to do a lot of things, but for me there ain't enough hours in a day, so can only do. I wish that water had disappeared off my window so you could see that water. I mean, you notice the skies. Yeah, let's try and go out the cab view. I mean, that is your game now. That looks so much clearer. Water, all the clouds. I'm gonna just slow down a little bit. They ain't gonna love me, but look at that for it. Just everything's polished. Everything. So it's really worth sticking on that NaturaLux. Again, if you've got the hard drive space, then you've got nothing to worry about. I mean, 7 gig, it ain't that much really. I mean, anybody that downloads any films or anything, Blu-ray or any on that kind of stuff. Got the bends, you can actually see the bends going up the road. But taking nothing away from SCS software, yeah, I said that right. They code everything, but with the people that do these mods, they've just made their game even more enjoyable than it already is anyway. Anyway, let's get back in the cab view so I don't crash. But if that water, the reflection on the sea of that lighthouse, just looks awesome. And it keeps you playing, well, it does me anyway, it keeps me playing this more and more and more. I do this more than I do work. I shouldn't be editing photos. I think so I'll do them tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes back on Euro or American trucks. I'm gonna have that one hell of a backlog. Well, I've already got a massive backlog of photos to edit now, but I'll get round to them when I want. Got to keep Euro trucking, that's what I'll say, folks. Anyway, when they look as good as that. Anyway, I'll fill in now. Where there's water, there's gotta be a port. Alright, I drove like somebody gone stupid. I'm slowing down because he's slowing down. Now, what are you coming to a stop for, dude? Come on, move your Mini. Don't make me stop. It ain't raining, there's no obstructions in the road. So what you keep putting your brakes on. There he goes, he's seen it. There we go. 90 mile an hour in his Mini, and he slowed me down to virtually a standstill. Anyway, look at that for views, eh? Even the rocks look like them, like real. That looks like, you know. Anyway, oh, here comes the rain again. So, of course, I've got the mod settings up for the rain to kick in more frequent. So, I hope you enjoyed the NaturaLux while you had the chance. I'm sure it'll come back on again at some later stage. Ooh, I got a bit of thunder. I'm going to stick my lights on so folks can see me. As that white truck got a little bit close then, although he had got obstruction. Another thing I've noticed as well with the mods, traffic things that are stuck in the road, you wouldn't normally see them. Vehicles just randomly broke down. Yeah, we do get a few of the normal ones, what we always see, like the truck on the oil tanker on fire, the aeroplane. These, I've added a few extra ones what you wouldn't normally see, so again, that's some more stuff for we to watch out as we're driving. Hazards. Again, I've got that kind of setting turned up quite high. I don't mind the odd breakdown. I've also noticed, I don't know if it was in this or American trucks, I think it was in American, but I ain't too sure, where when they block off the freeway, you have to check your map and reroute. And I've never known that before, whether that's part of SCS's upgrade 135. It could be, because I got pro mods, as I said, it's out for American trucks yet. So, but I ain't seen that happen in this yet. Yeah, I'm 99% sure that's in America. No, that's on one of the streams from the other night. Quite a few. Now, where's he going? See? Yeah, bugger. Slow me straight down. Rubbernecking looking at workers. Move your car, dude. There's no need to stop like that. If I don't want to do a perfect delivery, I'd ram the back end here. Just to... yeah, you know. I am an aggressive driver, honestly. I'm a very good driver. But I do. It must be really frustrating for railroad drivers when car drivers cut them up or anything. Especially when you're sat in something as big as this and high up in the road, as if they can't see you anyway and they do something stupid on the road. Anyway, there tends to be a lot of these. Again, that could be because of the settings. Come on then, move your white car. Don't know why I'm stopping down for. It's a national speed limit there. Go. So, that's it. You overtake on a bend. Idiot. Hey. As I always say, go on. It's a lamppost while you're going around the corner. No sympathy for bad car drivers. Not the ones who tear us down roads. Especially when they got a chance of killing folks. Anyway, I'm going to be a good lad and I'm going to sit behind this truck all the way now till it either pulls off or we get to our destination, whichever comes first. I do apologise for yawning. I have been up all night and all day yesterday. Done 24 hours without no sleep. So I'm doing well. I would have done the stream earlier on, but my good friend, when we start talking about Euro trucks, PCs and other things, 1 minute the clock says 10 o'clock at night, the next minute we're looking at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. But he'll probably watch this later on and he's lightweight. Nah, bless him. He'd been at work all day yesterday, where I hadn't been at work. It's the joys of working from home. Now we are good. Now he's coming the side of me here, trying to overtake, and the road's gone into another road work, yeah? Aye, that pissed on your bum for you. Now, the lorry though stops towards the corner. Now, because it's raining, I can't see that car unless I stick them 2 mirrors at the top. And I stuck there on for quite some time when you press, I think it's F2, or it's F2, and it brings up the 2 mirrors so you can see them behind you. So that car will have to wait. Looks like I'm doing the roads down here a lot. Anyway, the rain looks like it's built up a bit. I think it's starting to go a little bit foggy with it as well. It's going to be definitely going to be a dense fog as the other one. Right, I'm going to go and fill up some diesel. I know it's half tank. If that idiot in the brown car is still behind me, which I doubt it because it's probably turned off. Let's start to fill up. No, there he was, he just passed us, and a few others. Now there's quite a few cars on the road, and I've got to try and pull out now without seeing what's behind me. Hopefully I won't hit nothing. So let's do that head test. Yep. Oh, that was lucky. If I was a cat, I've just used one of my 9 lives. I've got 8 to go. So they say, always use the green crosscode. Look right. Left and right. Just like that. He's turning. Let him come in there. Now is this the ferry port? Because it looks like, yep, this is the ferry port. And there's the ferry straight in front of me. It will get no bigger if it tried. That's it, thank you guys. And is this going to be one of them weird entrances? Because again, with the mods added, all the entrances to ferries, boats, or channel tunnel and stuff have all changed. This is a nice big one. We ain't making no U-turn. Again, these symbols have changed. Everything that was a symbol to do something in the game has all now changed. So now we can only go, so it's mostly, and that's 23 hours off our time, so that's what, 60. Okay. Again, I don't know how far we've drove already. Gotta do at least, I don't know, 15 mile. Or 15 hours, something silly like that. Anyway, has the rain stopped? No. Still persisting down. Like I said, all this area is new to me until we get to England. Some parts of that is going to be new as well. Belfast Day, because I own the garage in Belfast. That was the first time I went.
Go straight on and then turn left.
Right, so here we go. Let's get on this road. I will do, and nothing coming. I don't fancy playing with big wagons. Again, cool, get me head out the window and get me hair wet. Right, let's come in that way. At least with the Toby I bought, I've got it set in now where it hopefully not stall him. When it's responding to me, but I tend not to have that wider angle view. Simple reason is when you try and turn, I've timed how quick it turns to that way, otherwise it's like woo woo woo, and you know, it's no fun in that. So,
Go
because
straight
our
on.
friends at SCS, I put no markers. I've all go there. I've already sent my piece on that. I've had to just judge it, like it. And for me to do and get it right again, I took a couple of
Get ready to
screenshots.
turn right.
So if ever I do knock any sliders or anything happens and I've got a
Turn right.
format or whatever, I have got at least a chance to get them back to where they're looking again. They never know, they might upgrade it and just put a picture in, or change the interface. That's to them to do, but at the moment I'm happy with what I've got and it's working well. So if they broke, they'll fix it. Anyway, that's it. Yo, pull out, mate. See ya. Again, all new areas. I wish it were raining,
Take the second exit.
but now this is where I'm on about. You go as slow as you want around these islands. If there was an entrance there,
Exit
there'd be
now.
cars pulling out on you, and they can see you coming. You know, how can you miss a big wagon? That I know some people don't like waiting at roundabouts, and if they got the opportunity to pull out, they do. But not when you're virtually going 3/4 of the way around. I mean,
Take the second exit.
I'm indicating the right way to go around the roundabout, so they know I ain't coming off at that entrance. They know I ain't coming off at that entrance,
Exit now.
and they know because I've changed my indicator, I'm coming off at this entrance. And I'll still either drive into
Never
you.
mind. I'll find a new route.
We're going that way, Chicky. What's the matter with you? Hold on, where's it going? Oh, that's the way you sent me. Don't tell me I've got to
Get
go.
ready to turn right.
See? I think what it is with this as well, when you do put some of the mods in,
Turn right and then continue straight on.
sat nav woman or any of them get a little bit confused because at the end of the day,
Go
they are original things for the game. I have noticed that where they've said do this, turn that,
turn right.
and I'm like, no, the sat nav or the route finder on the thing telling me I've got to go this way. So sometimes you just have to, I just follow the route.
Go straight on and then turn right.
Well, you've turned me all the way around. We've just done a full complete circle.
Turn right.
So what you doing, Chicky?
Get ready to turn left.
Ah, turn left, right with you. My fault.
Turn left.
And I think we did a right here, though, or hard each other, say. I'll never check that, sorry then. Whoops, me bad. My sixth sense told me there was nothing coming.
Take the third exit.
Third exit, right. So, there's one. There's the two.
Exit now.
We did this last time. Sure we did. Sure we've been down this road before. We'll soon find out. I don't think we have because it's the route finder arrows have all gone properly now. So that's all good. We're back on track.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
A third exit. That's blue. So again, that's changed. I've never seen the blue one. I've only seen the red one. Again, we could go up it
Exit now.
unless we want to crash. And that's a no-no. Oh, I ain't got the power to get up the hill. I'll indicate just to know I'm coming. Even though I can't see them. I think there might be some up there. Ain't too bothered now. actually join the road. Oh, it's all good. It's alright. If you ever wonder why the bar and the trucks moves, every time I look at the other monitor to check stuff, everything turns with my head. So I've been tweaking the settings in the Toby tracking settings to see if I can do it. If I turn them down too much, it don't respond with me. It tends to be a bit slow, so if I crank them up and do anything else, I either mess them up or it gets too fast. So I don't know what I did sometime before. I could turn my head, and if I turn it fast enough, the bar wouldn't respond because I'd gone out of range. Of course, I couldn't find the settings for that then. That was when I was using Toby Eyes tracking own software, but that was more of a pain because you have to go into Toby tracking software, then load up the game, and if it were right, out the game into Toby tracking. So when SCS software says, oh yeah, we're integrating the Toby settings into the game, you've only got to sort of like come out this game bit into your settings in there, and it's just like 2 presses and you're back in the game. Where it's control so load up the one and out again, and we'll drive you stupid. Alright, where are we going? Am we going to, yep, keeping left. No, I ain't sure if we cross any more water. I don't think we do. I think we're doing sort of like down the edge of the coast or on the edge of the map. I'm sure that's all we do. Or we're heading this way now. No, we ain't. Sorry. We're heading up from the bottom of France up to the top of France to Calais, that way. That's what we're doing. It's right. I'm thinking of the job I was going to take before this one, and I thought, no, I'll do the bigger stream rather than do a smaller one. And here we go with the gears again. Luckily, there's nothing coming. There was a car there. My lollipop's going for it, as I call it. My lollipop sound. Is this a toll booth? I thought it was. Are we going to those special ones where I can just drive the way through? I ain't going to risk that, because I've done that before. Right. Now, this is another thing. A friend of mine went through one of these. It was supposed to be for a wagon, and he had to reverse his truck all the way back up, but there was cars behind him. Yeah, it was only supposed to be for cars and not wagons or trucks. He got a big trailer on, he says, so he had to reverse again. I don't know if that's to do with the modding in the game we've done, or that's an update from SC. But I wish he'd outstream enough for me. I'd have liked to have seen him get out of that one. I wouldn't have laughed really, he knows that. Not much. But knowing the good driver he is, he did get out of it. Probably did take a few cars behind him. Right. Got to do something at some time when things get in your way. Anyway, I'm on a bit of a motorway, so I'm going to put my foot down a little bit. Nothing too drastic, because again, it is raining and I don't really want to brake. Now here we could see, you see that darker patch of, it's like a grey. Well, that's the actual spray. I'll just get a little bit close to the guy here. So I have got to turn, keep left. For all that dark stuff coming off the vehicle in front, if you hadn't veered off. Oops, someone's just hit me on the back. That was the spray from him. Yeah. I was hoping you would travel down here. Oi oi. Now here's something we ain't never seen before. I hear about 1,000 times with that. The odd one. Acing the aeroplane in the middle of the road, yeah? Right, let's get up close to this big wagon in front. And hopefully see that spray that we were seeing before. Taser. Oh, hey. What's the matter with us all? Come on, trying to show off the spray. I'm all driving away from it. On the other one, it seemed more denser. On that one, it does seem so dense. Again, the rain might have stopped. Well, it has stopped raining, but the intensity of the rain must have stopped slightly, which prevents the truck from displaying the rain as bad. But that glitter in the road as well, to like, as yourselves, that shininess to the road when it's wet, gives that like slippery effect. I think that's really good how they've done that. Again, could be that NaturaLux, which has made that, enhanced it even more. Plus with this weather mod of their own. Again, I'm using high-res textures. I'm going to get the best of the best. I mean, my friend sent me a picture before he actually helped us set it all up. And I was like, Monsieur, that's NaturaLux. Yep, that's NaturaLux for you. And it was his wagon with a trailer on in front of some water. Again, no, don't know where it is in the map where he was. Like, I was like, man, that's never NaturaLux in the world I got. But it was NaturaLux. I was like, yep, okay, where can I get this Lux from? Being the friend he is, they're uploading for me, bless him. And it probably takes him longer to upload than it takes me to download. Thanks to Virgin. Anyway. Nah, I won't say it, but I'm going to get up close to this one. Hopefully you'll stay. Now, it must be raining more now. You can see that dark. Please do not break. And you can see all that spray. Let's go out to the wagon. No, that's no good. You can't even see it online. Must get me a keyboard where I've got the numbers, but look at the glycerin of my truck reflecting in the water on the roads. I ain't going to drive too close to him, but I'm also getting, if I was close to him, spray off him. That just, for me, again, another another fantastic weather mod. The lightning and the thunder is loud, but hey, you can't have everything, And again, if I do decide I want to have dense fog, heavy rain, realistic thunder sounds, I've only got to disable this when I turn, load it up. And again, if I want to do it with this weather mod, I disable the other one. It's as simple as that. That's the good thing about this modding. Now see the spray? Yeah, I can make it out. I'm going to follow him. Because wherever he goes, I can go through too. That's good enough for me. So, again, probably won't see it now because we're in that underneath a bit. But we might catch the rain as he pulls away. But that looks really, to me, that looks really, really a game changer again. Oh dear. Oops. Take your eye off the screen for 1 minute and then I'm gone. That's it. I'm after my money again. I don't know why why this brake pressure comes on so quick. I only normally get the sound of that brakes when I'm teleported to another garage, so I have no idea what it keeps going on when I stop. I should have enough pressure in my brakes, because that's what the noise is, I think. Anyway, he's love and left me and gone. I don't know how long it's going to be from here to the top of France. Again, I see no signs for Calais or anything. This is all new area for me in France, because I'm the other side of the road is grey, so I'm discovering new or driving up new areas of the map. But, excuse me. Take note of the sat-nav as well as air voice. I don't want to be detouring and going miles out of our way. I say it's already a 67-hour drive in game hours, so I don't want to be making it a 72 and 80-hour drive, because I can easily do that when I go wrong. Alright. See, that says lie. Lion, French. Our French was terrible when I was at school, so I don't know if it's going to be like nowadays. I have actually been to France when I was a kid. Right. So we're going left.
Turn left.
I'm going to turn left because I was more over than I was down.
Get ready to turn right.
You can do that. Now, are we travelling on the Channel Tunnel already?
Turn right.
Surely not. I got to that Channel Tunnel already. We might be. I don't think we are. No, it's too early days yet. And so we drove that far up France, turning left. Now what always gets me is why either another set of them lights on the other side of the road so I can see when I change. If you overshot these, which I know you're supposed to, because you've got that big. Here we go again. Come on. I got so long for the lights change on me. I mean, like the traffic lights in England and some of the other countries I've drove in the game, you can see the traffic lights on the other side of the road, so you know when to prepare yourself. But now this is new. I've never drove through this bridge before. That's why I slowed down a bit. Again, some of these cities have been redone to do with pro mods. Which ones they've done, I couldn't tell you, due to the fact that I had gone on their site and had a look and find out what they've done. I know they've made a fantastic job, as I've already said, but they have reworked a few places. And like the other night I said about I've got the French modding, it's only for Paris. Again, I was sure, so Mark put me right on that today. He says no, that mod is only for Paris only. If you want to have a look what Paris looks like when you've got the modding, that's on one of my streams. Go and check that out. I'll find it with the new, I called it the new French mod. Again, you have to drive dead slow going through it now, France. It don't look nothing like the France that, or the Paris that was originally in the game. You got the Eiffel Tower now, the most iconic building in France, where we hadn't got it in the game originally. You know, you'd expect that. Now even we got the BT Tower in Birmingham, so I suppose Big Ben's in London. Still yet to do London now, because that's really changed. We'll actually drive on the outskirts of London in this, getting to Belfast, and that, you know, you got like stuff like Kent and stuff. What we never had is a few other local places. So the outskirts of London has all been, is majority new, and so is the centre of London. It looks way, way better. Friend says Manchester looks different. Birmingham may have been touched. It still looks the same in game, so we get. I ain't done all the new places up in Scotland yet, and he says them are quite good as well. We've got Wales, that's in the game, you know, certain parts of Wales. I ain't done them, and I do go to Wales quite often. So, taking photos, so shall have a look on that one. Right, I'm going to park behind him due to the, even though I probably can use another one. There's one I can have me a vape while I'm waiting. There's always methods in my madness. If I just do it nice and steady, just keep a bit of accelerator on. Let's go down to the lower gear. Two will be enough. Just to pull away with the trailer on. I'm glad I did go in. There we go again. Come on then. For some reason that's jumped from second gear to 8th gear. Hence why I forgot, being France, all they want is your money in these toll roads. Come on then, I have pressed you, and I'll give you my cash. Let me go. Press the appropriate buttons, get me back in 5th. Build up a bit of speed before I try and join this road back. I'm not too sure they've got my window wipers on there. I thought, hold on. So I've knocked them off. The road's got a little bit darker. Again. So, now I know I've driven up here because it's all yellow for coming up the road, so you gotta, it is somewhere I've drove before, but again, being as dark as it is, I don't want to go any faster. I always seem to cruise in 10th gear. It's ample enough. You just take your foot off the accelerator if you start to really build up speed, and of course if you're doing normal jobs you got no, I've took the speed limiter off. And always, like I say, you can always release your foot a bit, or you can build it up and put it in cruise control again. I don't do that. I should do really. I don't break no rules then, but your foot's doing nothing, so I'd rather do accelerator, clutch and brake. And more in control rather than being in cruise control, especially how these computer generated cars and trucks and buses and whatever else tend to do. Now somebody's just hit me. I had nothing to hit me, so I've now got 3% damage. I've got my lights on, you can see me, but they've still hit me from the back, and I've drove sensible and I'm still getting it. you gone online that way? Anyway, diesel's looking good. I know there's petrol stations all up here anyway. Okay, swallowing the world again. We've got a wagon up front. And I think we're going up a bit of a hill climb. It's either my eyes.
Keep
Yeah,
right,
we was.
and then exit right.
We're going to do a bit of a manoeuvre. So it's saying exit right. Now, of course, you know right turn yet,
Exit
so.
right.
Now, the sat nav don't tell me to exit right, so is that the exit?
Go straight on.
Was anyway, it was too late to give me that order. Again, this could be a new area. Let's have a look at the map says.
Right.
No, don't even know where we am. Right, I'm doing a bit of a manoeuvre now. I'm doing a round and a down. Again, you say nothing new, going round and down, and it's a bit dodgy though. And I've been driving recently from the left, so when I changed over
Keep
to
left.
this wagon tonight, well, this morning should I say now, it was a little bit of getting used to again, driving on the right, the proper side, as we would here in the UK in a vehicle. So, well, like everything, once you've driven it once, you can drive it again. Right, in this game I spend more time abroad in Europe than I do actually in the UK. I think coming back here now, it's the first time I've been back in the UK for weeks. I don't think I've streamed any. Oh, I drove through when I did the one from I think I did the stream from Belfast to somewhere else. That was the last time I drove through England, innit? I think with this, there's that many places, even in the box standard game. I'm probably never going to go to half the destinations in the world. But if anybody says, have I been there? I said, yeah, I've been in my truck. And I'm an HGV driver for Euro trucks now. I'll be on all its firm and all sorts, me. Which we have. I ain't lying, am I? There's enough videos here on YouTube of it. So, yeah. I don't think much of the power steering though. Trying to steer with one finger. Sitting there. I keep thinking that's something in my window. It's them bleeding dices. I've got to go. I've got to go. And I can get to thingy up. Keep thinking it's headlights. Alright. Policeman's going very fast. It's going faster than me for a change. Yeah, slow down a bit. Because I thought my car, and then that's some kind of wagon. It's got oil tanker on the back, so the way I'm just going to sit behind him. And normally I'd be in the left lane now indicating and overtaking him. Not today. Nice and slow. Enjoy the ride, as they say. Look up some vehicles outside my house having a bit of a bang. Although, don't help living in a street with 4 sets of speed ramps. Everything has to slow down outside my house. Can hardly see what's going on. don't even know where we am. I know we're heading for France, as you already know. Bro, is that my... I can't even make out if that's buildings, mountains in the distance. Oops, getting a bit close again. I come down on the old speed. Let them speed if they want it. I think we're driving with night. I tend to drive night when it's dark in the room as well, because your eyes adapt better. I mean, I don't do daylight normally. I've done too many hours of a night, so I have to sleep sometime, or have a few hours. We're playing the game in dark. Your eyes adapt to the game, and you know, everything stands out more. Which I've got a bit of backlight or front light from my window, which is causing on my monitor, or it might be a little bit of a glare from this monitor as well, to the right of me, which is probably to your left if you're looking at the stream. So for me to drive in daylight, even though it's dark in the game, I'll just concentrate that a little bit more. But it's nice when you come up to these, especially when you're on the motorways, and you come to these cities and all you can see is the little houses, factories lit up. And if you drive across like motorways and you're looking down, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. I'm just hoping I get to see some of these now with the high-res textures on that have been added. So I reckon if I'm anything like my friend's picture of the water and his truck, then I'm going to be impressive. Now we've got all traffic lights here, so is this an accident? No, it's on the other side of the road. It's actually roadworks. Just like the other night in the stream, there seems to be more traffic on the opposite side of the road to the actual side armour. Carrying straight because it's that woman I spoke to me. And it's ignoring me as well. Lovely next to me, I said to where's Noiva? It's under her eye asleep. Gonna have to change it for another one. There's a few other characters you can put sitting next there. Might change it one of these days. You actually got her with no tights on, bare legs. I tell you, amazing. I can always remember one game we used to play. It was an army game, and you could map your own head to the character that you played. So you had to take a photo of yourself from the front and from the side, load it up into the game, and then your face would be on the character that you play. So I did me and I did my friend. And we look like two guys from either army soldiers or SAS soldiers with the skins that we'd got on at the time. I'll have to ask him which game it was now. It was one of the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell games. Again, I'm going back a few years. Right, this road's narrowing, so I'll get over now. And I wasn't sure whether there was traffic lights on that then. And lights all come very quick. Anyway, through the danger. Carry on through. Got my rifles burning them. Nothing like a good dry hit of cotton. I hope I'm never streaming when I do one of them. I cough for longer. Cotton don't taste as good as juice. Right. We've got more flashing lights, so what's that? Is that roadworks? Yep, we've got more. Just check the mirror that side. Should be okay. I've noticed a few times The computer generated cards drive through the roadworks. I see one today, I was like, okay, so where's that car gone? He drove straight through roadworks and went through Central Reservation and gone. It's like, okay. 3-day crash. If I'd have done that, I'd have been repairing the truck. So, again, it might have been a glitch in the game. But it was funny when it happened. Again, not war streaming, so I couldn't stream it and make a funny out of it. I'm revealing some new road. Hopefully I've gone the right way. Yep. I've never been up this road because it's all gone grey, so this is probably pro mods kicking in now again. Definitely ain't going to be the other mods I've got on here for mapping, because I have actually drove up and down from France a lot in normal games, so yeah, this is definitely pro mods kicking in again. All new areas. Right, is that my friend a petrol station? I think it is. Is my eyes playing up again? Now we went to half a tank, but you know what I'm like. I've missed the petrol station. I'll lose that. Okay. You'll have to have a drink when I get to the next one. So my eyes are getting wet. So I've got an excuse for staying up all night and all day yesterday. There's one thing when I'm dead, as we say here in the Black Country, you'll have something to watch when I'm gone. Right, there's no wagons on here, so I don't know which one to pick. That one looks a good one, it's all green, I can go through. Yep. Just got to line the bugger up. If you want to watch any of my earlier streams, I've hit these that many times. If I don't hit them going in, I'll catch them on the way out. Now for me, this sounds funny. I drove all the Scanias and I crashed the gears where he's going here. That road's going to go to 1 in a minute. I scrunched the gears tremendously.
Right.
And I ain't sort of done it tonight as much. Right, we're going this right. Yeah, we're going down here. In this Scania, I don't scrunch the gears as much. Now if I drive the Scania that I did the other night, the green one, I scrunch them like hell, and I'm only doing the same clutch control with the gear stick. Funny, innit? I don't know what the reason why behind that is, but they need to indicate or do it. No, we wanted to join the road. I'm staying where I am, mate. Now I'll probably, if I don't hurry up and I'll start to attempt to overtake him, they tend to go back into my lane and hit me. I'm just gonna, as we say, burn past him and then come back to dropping the speed back down. Just a bit curious of what he was going to do then, so rather than him crash into us, I got out of his way. Now it's gone back from revealing new parts of the road to places where I've drove. Like I said, I've driven down France quite a lot. Tried to get all the achievements in Steam, the ones I can find anyway. That accident's outside of the road, looks like it. It's hard to tell sometimes, yeah. Please don't hit me. Whatever is it, what it is. These parked, yep. So I'm just gonna overtake these just because them hinder me if I don't. I'm I'm looking for a sign for any petrol stations because we will fill up the next. We're at half a tank. And I reckon we've still got a good, I don't know how long we've been streaming now, because I can tell my hotel. Hold on. Coming up for nearly the 2 hour mark, 1 hour 50 minutes. So an average stream, 26 mile is definitely about an hour and a half. And of course I've drove more sensible tonight, so this morning, I keep saying last night. Again, I don't think that makes much difference anyway. The faster you drive, it don't make no difference. I think it's all based around that time of day and the clock and all that. How the hours do. I mean, yeah, if it went really, really slow, I reckon that would affect, but if I was to do 100 mile an hour, which I could easily do, put this into 12, again, it's a risk of smashing up. Better get it out right lane properly. So if I put that car behind, I did see it, which I've got a bit of distance. I mean, it's a bit of a joke going from the bottom of France to the top of France as it is. I thought going from Birmingham to the bottom of Italy was long. This one it will be the longest journey I've done, 67 hours. 60, either 64 or 67 hours drive. In the game, like, I age of 67 hours.
Right.
Oh, exit right. Whoa. And is this one up and over? It looks very familiar. I'm going to be doing that, or am I exiting out now? As long as you take one of them, like it is in American trucks, where we have to. No, still close through me a minute. Stop at the brow of an hill because the traffic lights are on red. I despise them. Keep left, I'm going to get over. I'm going straight on, he's saying up anyway. But it's all good. I need to kick back in the mod. That's a bit of a pile up. More grey new areas again, so woo. It's nearly as bad as the lightning here the other night. If you watched that stream, I had to take my headphones up because I wasn't sure whether it was real or in game. It was that realistic. But again, even with this noisy sound pack on for this scan here, I still caught I can see the lightning, but I caught the thunder. So if I'd got the knowledge how to do it, I'd take the sound file from the one and overwrite it with the one that really makes the bangs and clatters. I'd also nick the fog from that one and put it in this one, and that then would be one hell of a weather thing. Because for me, yeah, it has been on most of the journey. That's due to me having rain quite a lot. Otherwise, if I had to turn that down, this with them added couple of features from the other one would have been absolutely awesome because of the variation. Like I said at the start of the stream, instead of it tipping it down right away, this is just trickling. I had to put the window wipers on super fast yet. Again, it's still new for me with this weather.
Right. And then exit right.
Where the other one, I did have to.
Exit. Right.
On quite a few occasions. Right, amongst these turning right ones, I'm going to follow straight around. I'm going to just slow down a bit. Whoa! I'm doing a blooming F1 there. With the trailer on the back. Oh, here we go. More stopping and starting. Oh yeah, I love France. Right. Now, it's a bit hard to tell whether that's like I know it's a stop sign because it's got the line through it, but is it a stop because we can't go through? So I don't know if that'll be a feature for these that I'll keep. I ain't made my mind up yet. I said just if it's something that we don't like in the game, just deactivate it in your mods before you actually start the game itself. That's for anybody that don't or is just getting into Euro trucks. Whatever alterations you make in the mod folder, you just got total control on how you want to do with it. The ones you want to keep. You don't use them, just deactivate them. Don't have to delete them. What I do is some of the mods that are still compatible with the 1.3.5 update, I take them out my documents for Euro trucks, pop them in a folder. Of course, if they've got a name, which majority have got the original name that they was encoded with, or when you unzip the folder, I just put them in ATS or ETS2, sticking on my other hard drive. So again, you ain't got to go through the rigmarole of downloading them or having to try and find them, get into Steam. You know, you can just think, I'd like to play that today with this blah blah mod on. Zip it across, pop it in the folder, activate it, and away you go again with them. That mod. So there you go. Let's hope it was working well. Spent a few hours last night looking for some way to vibrate the whole chair that I'm sitting on. As I spent a good 2 or 3 hours last night searching for accessories to upgrade my sim rig, as this setup is fine for playing Euro and American trucks, but when it comes to like any of the racing games or anything, it's a no-no due to it not all being fixed. God, I thought that was a speed ramp there as well. I'll come off my brakes. I'll come off my accelerator. Very early yesterday morning, I really got into doing my F1 2019. I day stream it because it was any achievements or invitation stuff. So it were actually racing, and I need to practice more with my racing. Again, the Logitech something like a Fantech or a decent direct drive. So throwing it about in F1 to me don't really do any good, because I can already feel the cogs don't feel as good as it when I bought it 6 months ago. Again, it's 6 months old, it don't owe me nothing, but I don't want to break it just for the sake of it. So I'm going to upgrade to a Club Sport V 2.5 base from Fanatec with their club wheel pedals and all that. Basically their bundle, and buy a rig. So for games, anything that's a bit intense. So all your rate, I mean, I got F1 2018, F1 2019, yeah, now. There's project cars, Setta Corsa, of course, Wreckfest. In I'd say a couple of months' time. You can't see it on camera, but the bottom of my bedroom I've got enough space just to put another little rig. So I spent a couple of hours last night searching new sites for the UK, trying to get a rig, a TV. There's a few rigs with TV stands already fitted. Again, good price. Again, I think it's that aluminium. I don't say it's aluminium, but it looks like aluminium. Again, I ain't got that kind of money to buy one of them. I know they're more sturdy than the best ones you can buy, but I've seen one with thick tubing. Don't take up a lot of space, which is a bonus. So they got that much space to actually spare. That's in a nice 50-inch TV, even though I was going to go down the route of a monitor rather than a telly to power it all. A friend has got a 50-inch TV and he was like, nah, get the TV. And again, the TV is cheaper than a 49-inch ultra wide monitor.
Keep right and then exit right.
And I can still have good quality, but I do like
Exit right.
the 49-inch aspect ratio
To turn left.
that it gives you. Of course, people don't get to see that unless they've got ultra wide monitors, which not everybody has.
Turn left.
I don't want to go down the route of having 3 monitors, because I think I've already said the actual PC I'm running on ain't as good spec as this one, but it should be alright for racing. So all my racing content, when I have got it all set up, will be done on the bottom little rig, and anything to do with Euro trucks or American trucks will be done on this big PC what I'm on now. Right, where are we going? Go down that one? No. Don't tell me I've got to drive all the way around. I'll drive past it. We can go down this one. I'm going down it. I'm going to risk it. It says it's open. So, rather than sell this Logitech little setup that I have here, I'm going to use it for the Euro stuff, because like I say, I've got the Tobii eye tracking on this LG monitor I'm using, this ultra wide one. Again, Tobii eye tracking says that it ain't advisable to get anything bigger than the monitor size that I've got, otherwise it don't work so well. So I'm either going to get VR for the other set, because that's something else I want to try. If not, it's one of them Track IR headsets. Now my friend got one of them, and he says it looks more. Well, matter of fact, I actually seen him. He's going to have to stream or do us a video, because Tobii eye bar wobbles too much for me. They too bad on here, but like I say, where I have to mess about sometimes in certain things, my friend has not configured anything with Track IR. You plugged it in, you calibrated it, and that was it. Job done. Again, I don't know if it was as dear as my Tobii eye tracking bar. Not good. Again, Tobii has got an advantage. He has only got head movement. Yeah. Again, he does keep steadier, he says, than me when I'm streaming. But I can turn the head feature off. Toby tracking A for head. It's an added bonus having the head facility. So you got the best of both worlds. My eyes can do the motion,
Keep right,
and so
and
can my head.
exit.
So, but it do
Exit.
work
Right.
with big TV screens. And rather than go and buy another
Go
one
straight on.
and then having to think, will it work? I ain't gonna risk that. I'm gonna fill up now. Forgot about that then. So it'll be nice to do some proper. Stop the engine. Okay, went over that. It'd be nice to do some racing on a rig that I'm moving. Nothing wrong with this GTO Omega Apex stand that I bought. It's perfect for little things like Euro. It's comfortable. The chair I'm sitting on is even comfortable. It's a Noble. So if anybody's ever looked at a Noble chair, they are your run of the mill, cheap and cheerful. I mean, I've got, this is one of the Noble chairs with the lumbar support for your back built in, and this chair is absolutely fantastic. I've had this now for, it's coming close for 12 months or more, and it is still as comfortable. It hasn't sagged. Now PC chairs over time they lose the, you know, when you sit on them, the cushion. This is perfect still. Again, you do pay the price for it, but again, it's like anything. You want quality, you pay for it. And Noble chairs is bang on, absolutely bang on. Cannot fault them. I mean, the only thing that went wrong, and again, it ain't really worth, you know, I got a cushion behind me and the elastic broke. I got a needle, bit of cotton, and just sewed it back on. You know what I mean? But everything else, I mean, if anybody ever does or done photography, when you've been shooting
Keep right.
all day, some people think our photographers have got it easy. You're numbering gear around heavy lenses all day, and most photographers don't shoot with just one lens. Yeah, so you got the camera body that's heavy, you got the lens that's heavy, and you're holding it up all day long. It's like a workout with your arms. Anyway, when you're standing on your feet, again, I know a lot of people probably do work a lot harder, I say, in the day, but I've come home and you know you've had a bit of a backache. I can sit in this chair and within, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, maybe half hour at the maximum, my backache's gone. That's how comfortable these Noble chairs. So if anybody's thinking of getting a PC chair and has got the money, I recommend Noble chairs. Definitely. I recommend them 100%. That's how good they are. Now, have I gone the wrong way? Don't say reroute. No. Looks like my postman's just away. Hopefully, more good news. Probably hear my old girl shout in a minute. Housed. And if I don't, and I've got no letters for today, which ain't a bad thing. Anyway, where am we in England? Right. I'm just in already for London. What part I do not know at the moment. Again, opening up new bits of London as we go. Now this ain't took as long as I thought it would. I thought this would have took quite some bit. I mean, I'm just the kind of guy, just like everybody else, we all start out with either a Logitech or a Thundermaster. I think I've said that right. wheel, and rather than go straight in and go and spend big money on higher graded wheels and that, you know, I never thought I'd get into playing these kind of games and enjoying them so much as I have done, and especially the racing games. I mean, F1 2018 was good, but to me that 2019 is even a lot better.
That's a roundabout.
Now, there is something you don't see very much. Here's London. Sorry to go off the subject quickly. Here's London's red buses, but I thought that was a good touch when I first seen these.
Exit now.
And I forgot when I'm on the wrong. I was driving on the wrong side of the road then. I was driving the right side of
Keep
the
right,
road.
and then turn left.
I forgot when back in England.
Turn left.
But now I've got the bug for this sim racing, and I ain't really a racer. I mean, still got all the race helping lines. I did try it the other day. What a disaster. I might even try it again and stream it. Jeez. Trying to get the race line. Like, okay, where am I going next? So, you know, until I get a bit better. Of course, I think with, not that it's going to make me a top racing person, but when you're throwing a Logitech around compared to throwing something that's a couple of thousand around, you got that little bit of confidence that it ain't going to snap break. Because the other day I was racing, and the way this GT Omega Apex stand is, I thought I broke the wheel. I was like, oh no, I broke my Logitech. Shit, I hadn't. Ooh. Nah, what's happened there? Nah, hold on. Oh. Now that's what my friend did, and I've just done it. Right, that's the height restriction. Now I haven't got a clue how I'm going to get out of that. Are we papping your own at me, mate? That's what he said. All vehicles over, sir, will be stopped. So I got in the wrong bloody lane. Look at them all papping at me, man. Help a brother out. Oh dear. Look at him. Can you see I'm... Right, I've got my indicator on now. Is that better for you? Now can I get out this? This is good, to do this. I was on about my friend doing it, and I've just bloody done it myself. I am really in the shit now. I've gone under that siren with some force. I'm actually going to break the cab. Can I just wedge myself out? No, I'm looking at you. We just got to get closer and closer, eh? They. I will get out of this. Oh, I probably have no cab left. If I can swing that round now, I know it's going to be. You pop your own as much as you want. Hey. Or I have severely damaged the truck. Turn it back again. I bother about hitting them from behind. They shouldn't be up my backside. And pop your on as much as long as I can clear that. Oh, come on. How much of that have I got to clear? Quite a bit. Now this is where I could do with that. Now as me saying I was going to be laughing at my friend, he's going to be laughing at me when he clocks out this bloody stream. Have a I've got enough room to swing that and then swing it back the opposite way. That's what you got to love about this cab. You got centimetre. Oh, I've just done it then. Come on, get a bit of a bump. And pap your own as much as you want. I'm going nowhere. Right, it might mean we're in a wrong gear. What gear am I in? See, I'm in 5th. It's getting out. Shut up, papping. Go see my man with a mission. And I've got to come back again. Oh dear. Every causing a right traffic jam. Now the engine's misfunctioning. Everything's one tits up. Ah, I'm gonna have the wagon over if I go turn that. Jeez. What was that record you say? Back and forth. So that's all I'm bloody doing at the moment. Come on. They're off having the reverse. Right, turn that reverse now. The opposite way. Full lock on the steering. And then full lock around the other way. This is brilliant. Hey, you could be a bit of live entertainment, can you? Because this is now, we'll get now live. Now hopefully I've cleared that. And we're back on our travels again, but that stay to the front of that cabin. I must have hit that with some force. Is that really? No, it's kosher. Got to find out where we're going now. Now, which one? Are we doing that again? Now, the buzz is alright. It's just my little wagon's got to go under. I definitely need a mechanic. So we will find one en route. Now, is them things from the sky? I ain't gonna try it, but they look like they prevent me going in that second lane. I'm gonna just put the cab into thingy bob mode. Yeah, and them little spikes, I think, stop me going in, which I ain't going in that second lane anyway. That's good though, that. Again, something you do see in real world, height restrictions. That's somewhere I shall remember for the near future. Hey, if you watch this later, Mark, sorry, but of course here where the sign says, where's that? Barking, I'm sure that says. So anything with that. I'm going to slow down. Now I've been slow-ish. Only a few times I've sped up to go under that and
Keep left.
nearly take the top of the cabin off. I mean, that would have been realistic if the cab had smashed up. Of course, see that happening. But, you know, tell you what I really like in this now though. Traffic lights. They look so realistic. Oh, that don't sound good. Yeah, I know it's misfunctioning.
Exit now.
They look absolutely spot on. Although saying that, everything looks spot on at the moment. Nah, it's any trouble when you stream for a long time. I want to tell that. So I'm going to try and get to where we got to go. If the truck can hold up. Well, the truck will be in that bad of a condition because I've still got 12 gears. You can always know when you're actually your trucks in a real bad way when you get your gears, when you miss your gears. So at the moment this is doing mighty well. But we must find no, I should have gone down there. No. I was waiting for her to say, I'll find a new route. Seeing a bridge. We're gonna get under it. Yeah. Nah, this is the they're going around the outskirts of London now. If my memory.
Keep left and then turn left.
Yep, points them on our favour. Oh, it's all going Pete Tongue. Doing so well. No damage all the way from there to Rin. Get in England and everything goes wrong. Right, where's the sign saying? Sunny Birmingham? No, we're going for Watford. So, a Watford Junction. If I think. Nah, this is definitely Pro Mods. Because we hadn't Watford A in the original version of the game. Now I've got to get round the island now. If I can. If the poor little truck lets me do it. Let's get over in that left lane. So now, if I'd have been going a little bit faster than, or more faster than I was, I probably might have took the cab off, because I got that wedged, as you've seen. I don't know. You can't get these good drivers no more, can you? Aye, here goes my first ambulance. Yes, I know, I'm trying to get you to a service station, do you up? Or a mechanic. Hey, no chance of phoning the AA or the RAC, is there? That'd be good, wouldn't it? You know, if they put SCS, but I know you've got like a thingy bob, you could call the AA out, they'll come to you. Now, you can see the spray off that car then. Please let another one overtake us or slow down. You catch all the spray. Yeah. There you go. It's just coming on the window. Oh, it's just come up the window earlier on there. I'm glad that's come up in the day now. Got enough to turn the window wipers off. See the spray? Yeah. Second again. I mean, it's just another little added feature. Again, it ain't really making much stuff on the window, but it's there. Yeah. Get me hair wet if my windows was down, wouldn't it? Go get me old hair wet. It's just another visual aid, you know what I mean? In the game. I'm gonna go out to the cabin view just for a second. Let's have a look what these mods look like. Now we've got it in ours. And again, you do see spray because they tell you to slow down, don't they? For now when it's wet. Because of it, I've got to get back inside the cab because we're coming up to a junction. Or a turn off, I think. If it goes straight, I'll go back out. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Ah dear, swallowing weld again. That's to that famous A button, I think it is. Is it number 8 I press? Yeah, that's the one. I love that animal driving out the best. Let's do it again. If I can. It's only because I'm going straight. That looks good. Love it when it does that. Anyway, let's get it back in lane. Don't want to be crashing. That's enough video special effects, as I'll call it. Hey, I could be doing driving with that. There's a good gentleman on here that does that, but he does it in American trucks. Apologise, can't remember his name. He's what, and again, I do subscribe to him. I think I must do. Again, it does show me what I subscribe to, and if it does, I can't find it. When I first come on to I keep saying Facebook. First came onto YouTube. He was the first person to drop me a comment on one of my streams about the quality of the video. So, me being who I am, I always try and help people out. And then I went to his channel and I was like, whoa, his videos, I don't know if I don't think he streams them. I might be wrong, but the way he does his angles for his videos, I'm absolutely bang on. He'll go out the car, he'll come back in the car, he'll do it when he's driving. Right, excuse that, my old girl. Anyway, I was saying about that guy. He does all the different angles, and he'll like put the outside video facing him, coming towards him. If I get a chance, find his name, I'll drop it at the end of this stream in the link. Go and check him out. He don't do Euro trucks, but he does American, and it's fantastic. Again, the time and effort that people put in for the content they put up, you know. I like to have a look at other people's stuff that people have took time to do, you know, a good job. And there's a lot of people out there, you know, it ain't only just about sitting there streaming our favourite PC games. It's all the other stuff that goes into it, video editing, cutting, pasting, software that goes in it as well, cost of it. I mean, anybody that uses anything from Adobe software knows that don't come cheap. Again, it's all money, ain't it? You know, PC is what we run, games we try and buy, keep up. So you know. Anyway, look at that for a. Even me sunflowers look real. Looks like I could get out the wagon and go and pick a bunch of them. Though you know I'm back in England with the everything's out of polish with them Lux. NaturaLux. And of course you got the Pro mods as well. That's affecting it. I've also got another couple of enhancements still enabled. I took them off and to my eyes it looked like it wore just there, so I've enabled them again and went back. Could have been my eyes, just I don't know, but I've put them back on. Like I said,
Go straight on.
nah, it's going down, turn left, straight on. So we're in sunny Birmingham now, so we've got Birmingham, Manchester, heading to the water. So when I get near to Birmingham in the game, I shall actually put, when I see the signs for Birmingham, I'm actually going to go to my garage. I'll tell you what, I was going to do it, but I'm going to have to do it. And let's do the map, so let's pull up on the hard shoulder, because we have got a problem. Stick my hazards on. Let's go map the that's just good map. If we've got, yeah, a repair place. Oh, that's driving out too far. Have I got another one on the way? Oh, no. So it's going to have to be that one. Because I don't think the truck's going to make it there otherwise. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nans and granddads, and anybody else that is participating in the stream, give me a couple of seconds because I need to go to the little boy's room. Otherwise, there's going to be a puddle. So I'll be back in a second. Right folks, I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to just go to a nature's call. So, right, we're stopping off at sunny Birmingham, because you can hear. If anybody's just joining the stream, I had a little bit of accident in London due to I've still got my hazards on now. I'm trying to turn my indicators off and I realised I've got my hazards still on. Anyway, as I was saying, we crashed, or rather I crashed in London, going under a sign too small for the truck. Again, part of Pro Mods. Oh well, here comes the rain again. So we're heading for Belfast. Again, part of Pro Mods. And my truck will not make London if Belfast if I don't get it repaired. So every couple of minutes it's coming up misfunctioning. So I'm going to take a little detour to a place in the UK where I ain't too far away from. But as we say, I hear brumming. I'm from the Black Country, but it's only 11 mile away from my home. It's sunny Birmingham, even though it's pushing it down and rain today. Anyway, there we go, we're heading there. Nothing wrong with Brum. Had many a good time in Birmingham.
Keep right
Anyway,
and then continue straight on.
let's get the old truck repaired.
Go straight on.
Yep, and straight on. But I swore I was going down there then, according to the map. Anyway, while I've been downstairs as well, because you can't drive without a cup of coffee.
Keep left.
Jeez. Sounds like somebody's having a smashing time out on my ass as normal. Nice cup of... Oh, look. Shit. Really needed to go down there. Now, is there any way? So you shouldn't reverse on the motorway. I needed to go to Birmingham. Oh well. We are going to Brum now.
Rerouting.
Nah, don't worry about rerouting, chicken. We are going.
Keep right and then continue straight on.
We're going to risk it with a biscuit and go straight to Belfast with a fairly... There's another way we could do it. We could bring out the service people and take me to a service area. And of course that probably would take me to Birmingham now because I'm closest to it. But no, I ain't going to do that. So what I am going to do is carry on up here. Because that would...
And then turn right.
No, don't worry about that. What I'm doing that.
Turn right.
Where are
Never
you?
mind. I'll find a new route.
Yep, find a new route. I'm going to pull over on the hard shoulder again. Get the map. Reset the navigation. So, to be fair, have we got any service area centres, whatever them called, en route to where we got to go? And the answer to that is no. Have I got one in Liverpool? Come on, everything's in Liverpool. Right. Now, that is something where I'm going to go wrong. I'm going up, round, down, da. Get it repaired in Liverpool. Again, see if Liverpool's been done. Friend says Manchester's changed. So it's sort of, yeah. So we've got 11 hours. Last game time. Again, probably could do it without having it repaired, but in the past I've done that. Now is he going to let me pull out? Good lad. and I've ended up totally ending up going to a garage and having to call out the towing people. So it's on the way. We can have a little detour around Liverpool. You never know who we might see, or what we might see. Nearly hit that thing. Oh, how did that? I don't put the signs on the hard shoulder. Oh, now they have to stick them right in your bleeding road. So the truck's already on its last legs without me. And it'll help if I put it in the right gear. Nowhere the time to be making mistakes. It's only because I'm probably a bit tired, to be fair. Man's got to have some sleep. Let's just pull out a little bit so I don't clatter into that. That's it, now I'm back in my lane. Come on, Minnie. Don't be slowing me down. We got 11 hours of driving to do yet. Now we must be going up a bit of a climb, because I'm suffering to get up here. That old night, or especially for the last couple of hours then, this truck has struggled to get up any hill. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stay in 9th. It's probably going to be a little bit noisy due to the Scania sound pack I've got installed. Although, to be fair, I don't think really going to be sticking much more. Probably a couple of more maps. Again, we tried that out yesterday. The map for Australia. It did crash this time, as my friend tried it before, I tried it before, and he come out the garage in one of the places in Australia. Again, I don't think it was as big as the whole Australia, I assure. You know, like all the different, I call them, cities in Australia. But come out of one of the garages and poof, crashed. So my friend tried it today, says it did crash, but certain things will show it. So he's going to have another look around and hopefully get that. Again, it's just little bits, you know. The more places you can travel to, the more things you can get done. Again, could have now weld the truck jobs, as we already know, as I've already said. But yeah, they do tend to be long streams. So again, you got my ugly face on camera. I mean, when they're only just small streams, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour. Oh, here we go, look. Next functioning. I definitely need to get to Liverpool soon. I don't mind getting on camera when they're a bit long, because nobody wants to sit here 3 hours just driving. You might do, you tell me. Do I get off camera, or do I keep on coming to say hello? You can be the judge of that. I always think it's alright to come and, you know, get on camera. It's always nice to see the face behind the person or people that are doing stuff. Some great YouTubers out there, especially them doing sim racing and game videos. I mean, I said it the other week, I too new to YouTube. I am to gaming, but I've the channel's photography channel. Again, it's a bit thin on the ground at the moment due to the fact that I'm playing games more than I'm editing photos. But again, I'm enjoying this as much as I do with the photography. And again, it's a customer with the photos. I've got to edit them more photos with an air show, so I can do them at any time. Nobody. It was different if it was a customer and I took photos of a wedding or something, because that's what they do. So gaming would go out the window for a month or so many weeks till I've got the person's wedding photos done or whatever. So if I ever get quiet on my channel here, well, one, I would tell you anyway and notify you that I'm going to be away for a couple of weeks or whatever. That way, not to let you. Whoa! I think the channel's ended or anything. No, is that the hard shoulder or is that a lane? No, it's actually no. I thought it was a lane to get over.
Keep left and then continue straight on.
I know we've got to go up and round to get to Liverpool.
Go straight on.
So this is one moment when I put my vapor down and definitely don't miss this bloody turning, because we'd have missed that then. We would have been in for that. Now what we're going to do is go to the town centre, as I call it. Once we get around this bit. Now we should be in Liverpool now. Once we get round here and go round. If me memory reminds me just as I've looked. Get this little beauty repaired. Okay, I can't do much about the trailer. I don't think there's that much damage. I know there's some damage. I wish I'd said straight on because I wasn't too sure where it was going. I was turning them lights. Hopefully I've clicked on the right button to take me straight to the mechanics. Come on. Now other time I want to be stuck behind the bus because I'm ready to be stalling in a minute again. Right, Liverpool. It's one place in the UK I want to visit is Liverpool. Preferably do some photography because there's some fantastic buildings in Liverpool. And I don't know what building it is. As you get off the train, there's a massive building that I would love to take a photo of, but it's that big. I would have to put one hell of a wide angled lens on just to get it in shot.
Turn left.
Now here we am. Now where this used to be green, it's now blue. It's a big, it looks like a big key. Again, it's a key, it's a spanner. It's a spanner who's bloody crashed the wagon. Well, let's have a look how much damage we did. Ah, it's only 45,650. That's pennies. Not. Right, what did I want to... Yes, while I'm here. That's what I want to do. Is them bloody dices? Hold on. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Yes. See ya. I'll get them dices off. I don't mind having the CB because that'll get in my way. Can I do anything for this dashboard? No. No. Can I keep my Red Bull? Hold on. What does the dashboard do? Where is that dashboard setting? I would like to have a better dash. And for the life of see right, that's where we're going. Don't mind being on that one, but I would like the sat nav in the dashboard. I reckon, I don't know if that's still the one that gives us now. Standard UK. Is that going to be the dash? Because that's in the other one. What they're telling me whether still, well, we risk it for a biscuit. I'll stay on this side of the road. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? Let's have a couple of paint jobs. Oh, it's a bit vibrant, eh? Nice big red one, white one. I had a few problems today as well. Don't know if anybody else has come across it. The outer areas here and the front of the grill was flickering like crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. My friend went and had a look for oh, I like that. Nice black wagon. That really stands out. Let's try a different colour with it. Black and red. Hey, that looks impressive. What's that white one do? Can we have a bit of blue in it? Oh, that looks thingy. Yeah, oh, we'll have a new paint job. Why not? Hopefully, well, just flicker now, so have a quick gander. No, it ain't doing it. But it was all like flickering, it looked absolutely vile. I showed it my good friend. But now it changed the skin on my wagon. Now these skins I'd already used prior. Never had a problem with them. So we don't know if it was somewhat conflicting in the game. You know, some mods sometimes do conflict with anything. It's just like anything in when you're modifying settings of anything. Sometimes you can get a confliction or a file that don't like another file. So we check that. And I come in and change the skin and everything went back to working okay and now flicking it. Right, I'll get fed up. I mean, you can do that much, even like with the colours and your cab light, you can change them to your heart's content. Just get more lights on. The green and red mobile. So you know, if you just have it just one colour, it makes it boring. I like to think it anyway. I'm going to keep that sat nav on. I don't normally put it on, but I am for this last little bit now. Because we've been coming up for 3 hours and we've only done the one job, so it's all good. But I did say at the start
straight on and then turn right.
it was going to be a long stream due to the fact
Turn right.
it being exit. Help if I turn my window wipers and I thought I couldn't see nothing. Hey. So it's a stick and half as daft. Something like that. Anyway, let's get it on. A 9 hours is nothing really. For anybody that plays Euro, do 9 hours with your eyes shut, look. And that's still day crash. And it would have been lovely to do this without crashing, but of course, if you don't expect the sign to have a height restriction, and again I thought that was in the centre of London and not on the outskirts like it was. See, just going off course again. I thought nearly went down the wrong way. Oh, let's get over here. So I'm in the right lane and I know now we just got to go straight up. Just keep going round and round and round, and I'm of course seeing it being very far when we get to Belfast. But if I'd have knew that that height restriction would have been in that part of the place. Again, you have to experience these things to think, I've got to watch myself down here. And I'm sure my friend will sitting there laughing his head off when he does see it. If he gets that far, which I know he normally does. And I wanted to load these up on big tellies and watch them during the night when I'm going to bed. I send everybody to sleep with my streams, what am I? Eh? I'm going to get a storybook out and read you all the stories I'm driving my Euro. It's all good fun. Eh? This would have been nice to do this trip though, without damaging. Oh, again, makes it a bit fun though, that's what it's all about. I mean, we all do enough perfect jobs in the game. If there were a little bit of madness at times. Now look at him here, slow straight down, come on. Don't be doing that. One, you don't know who I am. Two, you will do, and you will know who I am if you do it again. And he's tipping it down the rain. I'm probably going to get that by a speed camera. That's another thing. Do you imagine driving down and your speed camera's flashing? Yeah, and I know it's more coding for SCS software.
Keep left and then turn left.
I've seen some on a video for American trucks.
Turn left.
Somebody put, I wish I could put live animals, and again I said this to my friend the other day, when you see the sign for deer, I've seen it on this actually, there's no deer. You know, you'll see like a 2D poor animated picture of a deer. It'd have been nice if it was a proper deer. Oi, here we go. This don't look good. Now, is this the port? This could be. Again, I ain't sure. I'm sure that look, wherever it is in the middle of that, been stuck behind it, which gives me a good opportunity. I hope them lights stay on green. Yeah, go on, do me a favour. Where can you drive a Scania and have a cup of coffee at the same time? Right here. That's where you can. Oh, it's a Boston cup of coffee and all. Black, no sugar, no milk. That's going to be 8 if you don't have it, it's black. It's alright, I sure hate you. Right, I'm off.
Go straight on.
Now my headlights must be really powerful unless I've got my I-beam on. Oh, hold on, which headlights have I got? There was I-beam. And you know what? We're manning at the ferry place already to get to Belfast. So again, never been to this one before. Again, look at the size of that. You ain't gonna miss that. This size of that. Anyway, let's get to Belfast. It's the Isle of Man first, then Belfast. I thought we was there a bit quick. Right. Now we got a little trip over. Now, if I remember right, I drive down here a little bit, go round the island and go back on myself, join the ferry, and then that takes us to Belfast. Because when I first done this before, I was like, okay, the sat-nav ain't telling me to do nothing, yeah? So it's swing round the island, as careful as we can. I nearly hit him, I don't see him till the very last minute. Swing round it, I should have indicated, but see about them pulling out now. Thanks, mate. Knob. I've said it. Alright. Again. Trying to avoid him, I should have just hit him. Not that it makes a great deal. Now there comes back on and tells me to do a U-turn.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
It's alright, I don't worry about the route, I know where I'm going, love.
When possible, make a U-turn.
See, I knew I was going to say that. We won't need to, I'm going to Ireland, love. And it's that way. I don't know if you can hear. Seagulls? Oh yes. Love the sounds as well. Right, Belfast, here we come. So that's took 3 hours off our time, so that's 9.
Reroute.
Should be 6 hours now. Might be less than that.
Recomputing.
Right. And guess it's still raining in Ireland. Okay, come on then. Now this is where they get me. It's where they get where we're going. So I've got to set me up. Okay. I go there. So here's the exit out of here. Do you eat? I ain't getting back on the boat. Am I? Where am I going? Here it is. Now there's...
Turn left.
We will do.
Turn left.
Now in 29 minutes away from where we am, so that's one good. Then the stream's only gone over by a couple of minutes. Now it should be a fairly easy trailer to park, if it's still intact enough to park. Now I'd like to know why they're saying red and then blue on islands. Either way, I know you could go down.
Keep left and then turn left.
Keep left and then turn left. Now when I finish this job,
Turn left.
I'm going to stop the stream, of course. Otherwise this then becomes even longer. I'm going to start a new one and then I'm going to show you the road to hell before I go and get me a couple of hours sleep. Right? Rather than leave it, I am going to take now a job because it's another 40 odd hour in-game time doing jobs from there, but I will drive to the destination.
Get ready.
So I'll go from the town which is the closest to it, and we'll drive down, and that's where I'll end the stream for the road to hell. And when I get up later, I will take a job and I'll show you how bad it is to drive with the trailer on this road, which is up in Russia. And all the time I've been playing American trucks and Euro trucks, I have never drove down a road so bad, and my phone's pinging. Somebody's sending either me a message of some kind. Right, I'm going down bit one. Be hard to see then which one we was going down.
Keep right.
We can do that. I was more over than Thingy Bob. Please tell me that the sat nav's sending me the right way.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Again, I'm more around. Oh, keep forgetting I'm in England. Well, English roads. Now I'm in Belfast. Now this is wonder why they put all Ireland into this when they did this game.
Your
Anyway.
route guidance is now finished.
Good. Now we're meant to Tesco. I've drove all night to get to a Tesco. How good's that? Oh dear, so I'm not quite that worried. Could that get any? This is going to be hard to park. I'm just going to press my enter key and just do it. Jeez, I can't believe I drove all night from... where did I drive from? I can't remember. Turin. To get to a Tesco in Belfast. Anyway, let's get the hazards on. The hazards. The I-beam. Now we're going to see how we park this. Now I've never parked one now with this new setting, because is that the area? Park here. Do I go over there? Please don't crash me, crook. Yep. That is how we park now. Rather than having that big area thing, whatever it is. Park here. Well, that's easy enough. It's alright, because all day parking. All day finished the job earlier on what I was doing. Ooh, that's tight though. I don't reckon I'm going to be able to swing that. No choice. Where there's a will, there's a way. With the right, I'll find one even if I've got to. I don't know how to take that, but I don't know. So much shit. And a jackknife the wagon. Very careful. Get the old Logitech a good spin around. Try and get reverse gear out. Straight them nose up. I must, well, it don't really matter now. If I get that other wheel, I'm up through my other gear stick, gear stick on. This Logitech. Which way am I turning? Still don't think I'm doing enough angle. I'm gonna straighten it. Without losing. Now I had a mod that gives us extra bright light when reversing, and because of the texture messing up, I took the lights off thinking it might have been them that was causing the problem. For the life of me, I couldn't find out which set of lights it was that did the reverse parking, because it, I mean, it ain't too bad now. Oh, that's alright though. That ain't done yet. It don't light up the area. Enough for me when it. Oh, it was. Come on, then, good greed. That'll do you. Let's see how much bad damage we got. I thought that was. If that had gone up excellent, then I would have been telling lies, because again, I ain't bothered about the XP. Money I ain't bothered about. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the enjoyment and skills and that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this extra, well, I say extra long, it's 3 hours, nearly 15 minutes. I know it's been a long stream. It's just to show you as much of these maps, and of course when I pick these maps to do, not, well, the truck jobs, they tend to be on the 2 hours mark. Again, I could just do them, pre-record them, but again, it ain't no fun, is it? So anyway, I'm going to stop the stream, get me a new whatever streaming code it is and whatever, type my doings in, and I'll be back with you in about 5 minutes, yeah? And of course I'll drink my coffee. Till then, be good. Ta-ra a bit.